Hey everybody, this is Shane Perry. I just shared a live video on Facebook and on Instagram, and I want to share a little bit about what I was talking about in that video with you here now. Listen, a lot of times we get so caught up in what we see, and I understand this. I don't want you to think that I'm some like super spiritual person, and I am a very spiritual person, but I don't want you to think that I don't have to deal with problems or issues or feelings or emotions. I have to deal with all of those things just like you, and I understand that a lot of times what we're feeling is blocking us from what we can receive. I want to share very quickly a quote with you. This is from Gabby Bernstein. It says, she says, "Instead of seeking the solution, I seek relief and trust the solution is coming." What a powerful statement. Instead of me seeking the solution, I seek relief and trust that the solution is coming. What she's basically saying is this: what I want to do is I want to get free from the negative emotions that I'm feeling. I want to get free from all of the pain that I'm dealing with. And when I do this, I just trust that the solution is coming. I don't focus on the solution. I focus on how I feel. And Dr. Wayne Dyer said something very powerful. He said, to feel good is to feel God. And that's what I want to help you with today, because a lot of us, we don't feel good. We feel bad. But I want to show you how to shift that line of thinking. So what you have to do is you have to change your focus. So 2 Corinthians 4:18 said, "While we look not at those things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal or temporary, and the things which are not seen are eternal." Now I want you to understand this. The writer is telling us, don't look at what you see right now. Don't focus in on what's going on right now, because if you do that, it's going to put you in fear. It's going to put you in doubt. It's going to anger you. It's going to scare you. It's going to do a lot of things to you. It can put you in depression and anxiety and all of these different emotions and feelings and mental struggles. All that stuff will come if you focus on what you see. We have to change the focus. So I don't focus on what I see. I look not at the things which are seen. Why? Because they're temporary. Listen, everything that's happened in your life that's not working up to this point, you have created it. Now there's things that have happened to you, but the way you took what happened to you has created certain things in your life. And what happened to you is not your fault, but it's how you took it, and it's how you continue to take it. If you live in unforgiveness, if you live in pain, if you live in anxiety, if you live in depression, if you live in all these things, it's not your fault that it's happened to you, but it's how you've taken what's happened to you. And so I want to change how you take what has happened to you. And the way you do that is you got to shift what you do. So you can't focus on what you see, because it's temporary. Everything that you see right now that has been produced in your life that is not of God is temporary. Everything that you produced out of fear and anxiety and doubt and worry and depression, all of the manifestations that have come in your life because of negative things are temporary. So don't look at those anymore. Let's not focus on where we are. In fact, I've learned how to just accept it. And I accept responsibility for it. I say, you know what? I am where I am today because of the choices that I have made. And the things that have happened to me that were not my fault, I chose to allow them to continue to affect my life instead of properly dealing with it. So we're going to deal with it today, and we're going to take our focus off of what we see. Then he says, we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. So we want to focus on what we don't see. These are the things in the spirit realm, and we want to create from that place. We want to manifest things in our life from the spirit realm. Well, how do I do that? Romans 4:17 said we call those things that be not as though they were. So what you say, you've heard this a million times, but I got to reiterate it. What you say is so vital to what you become. Now, how do I determine what I say? Well, it's all determined by what I think. And my thoughts are determined largely on how I believe. So a lot of times you're having all these random thoughts coming through your head, and they're coming from the place of belief that you have. I believe in lack. I believe in sickness. I believe in fear. I believe in doubt. I believe in all this stuff. And I'm not doing it purposely, but it's something that has happened in my life. It's something that has manifested in my life. And I believe that there's not enough. I believe that I can't be healed. And a lot of times we're saying one thing, but we're believing something else. And I have learned that what you believe is vitally important. Mark 11:24 said, whatsoever things you desire when you pray, believe that you receive them, and ye shall have them. So it's what you believe you receive is what you're going to get. So we got to change those core beliefs. We do that by shifting the way we think, shifting our mindset. And when negative thoughts come, we think the opposite of that. I always tell people, always ask yourself, what do I want? When you think of what you don't want, ask yourself the question, well, what do I want? And then start to shift your thinking to what you want. And when you focus in on what you want, then you start saying what you want. And when you say what you want, Romans 4:17 said, we call those things that be not as though they were. I'm speaking into the atmosphere, into the spirit realm, and I'm grabbing a hold of what I'm believing God for and pulling it into the natural. So I want you to start changing your core beliefs today. I want you to start changing your thoughts today. And I want you to change what you say. And I'm telling you, the moment you start speaking positive things out of your mouth, we call them positive affirmations, affirme in the Latin, which means to make firm. When you start speaking these words into the spirit realm, it's going to become firm in the natural, and you're going to see change in your life. Okay, guys, I hope this little nugget helped you. I'm going to come back and talk to you later on today, but I'm trying to help you through this period that we're in right now to remain focused. And let me tell you something, you can manifest some incredible things in your life right here in the midst of a crisis. I believe that. All right, I love you guys. Talk to you again soon. God bless.